Hey all, how about free tune? If you're not familiar with free and you're a guitar player, you really should listen to some of their stuff. For me, it's really well, I love all their albums, but I like the first album, and Fire and Water's good. But the other one, you know, the lady, the picture of the lady jumping in the sky, that's another great album too. They're all good. Maybe not so much for me anyway. Not so much the Heartbreaker album, because I don't think there's much of Koss on that album. I think he was pretty well gone by then. But so let's go through some Mr. Big, because it does have some little bits and pieces that will be instructive about Paul Kossoff's playing. So it goes to the little drum intro and then comes with this lick. Now that chord will be familiar to you as the Hendrix chord, which, so your inclination when you hear it might be to go do it up here in this position. But it's not. He does it down here as a regular E, and then the B and E at the second fret, or sorry, third fret, just like here. Same thing. I've seen people play it as do it as an E7 with the D string open and then hit those. I don't hear it as that. I hear it as a full E and then add the, you know, the 7 sharp 9 notes. So hammer on the A at the second fret, then a low E string, and then into that chord. Now, if you listen to live ones, like the one on the Free Live album and other ones, sometimes he'd do. You just sort of give it hit another one in there softly. But listen for yourself and figure out, you know, which one you want to jam along with. But a bunch of these. And he does kind of smack it. Quick. Just kind of punch at that chord. Not necessarily whack it really hard, but whack it really fast. Like that. So it goes through a bunch of these. And then finally Paul, so Mr. Big, you better watch out. You, I will dig. Okay, so when Paul comes on, so Mr. Big, that's an E5, you could do it down here. But I don't think it's down here, I think it's up here. So it's like a barred E chord with the B and E strings open. You gotta watch out to a B5. And Koss preferred, he did a lot of fifth chords instead of major or minor, so sort of like Pete Townsend tends to do a lot sometimes, on the sort of up-tempo numbers. So he would do E5 to a B5, I will dig, down to A. Back to that chord, that first chord. All for you. I will dig. Great big hole in the ground. Back to this. So that's Mr. Big. E5. You better watch out. Now the one I'm used to listening to is the one on the Free Live album. I think that's Croydon. Where he just does a B5 here. And then on the A, I don't think he's doing it. I don't think he's doing that on it. I think he just does. Gotta watch out. Just hitting an A5. Now I've also heard live versions where he'd go, "So Mr. Big, you better watch out," and do it as a B7, and then go down to A and go. B7. I've also heard live ones where he'd go, "Mr. Big, watch out," instead of the B string for your 7th chord. It sounds to me like he's doing on the high E string instead. Just go up to the high E. Goes into that long solo. So the solo, I guess, would be. Underneath it, just E and D, I guess. But you probably want to stretch out a little bit and solo over that. I don't know what scale he uses there. Somebody smarter than me and knows more about that stuff will post that. But it's in E. So that really is the whole tune at the end. It does. It goes back to that. More of that at the end. But really typical Koss playing on that. In fact, if you were going to say who's Paul Kossoff and introduce someone to who he is or what his playing is like, I'd probably play him a live version of Mr. Big, because that tells you a lot of what you need to know. And then, after he's sort of done with his solo, he starts playing some chord stuff, arpeggiated stuff on those 2 chords, that E and D thing. And Andy takes a bass solo over the top of it. So, in one tune, you get everything that made Free great. Because Paul's vocal on it is also fantastic. But try that a little bit. Fun one to play, and very educational on Koss's playing. Good luck.